go ahead and start getting underway with some warming up here. Things are still up in the air in Discord, it looks like. Cheese balls all set up. I didn't get it. I need to practice this more before I probably do it in a run. Oh. Got it. Why did I do that? Okay, let's try it again. I need to practice my timing. There we go, got it again. My timing with the River Devil skip anyway, but I also want to try... Whoop, that's a down button. Wait a second. Menu to fairy, or fire. Oh, I didn't fight them. Alright, that's the third time in a row I got it on that pixel. That's the cozy pixel. There we go. Wait. Menu to fire. No! I walked back on the screen. Gotta remember to menu to fire there. Alright, to the bridge. If it looks like that. Alright. Back here. Ooh, that might be a little bit early. It was... I shouldn't have buffered the input. I saw it was early. That's late. So just go, and it'll catch us there, but at least it'll be on the road. There we go. That'll get it. Okay, that was a little bit better. Ooh, stop chasing me. Okay, made it. What's the bag for? Oh, in this category, I'm not. This is an all keys save state. In this category, you're not going to get that anyway. Let me try something here. Okay. Put this down here. Alright, let's try this segment again. I was practicing this a bit last night, trying to do Light's pause buffer strat for fairy feet. Alright, got the pixel. There's like a 2-pixel window. Oh! Did I exit the wrong way? There's like a 2-pixel window for blowing the whistle on the River Devil. If the bot is covering up the River Devil's eyes, you were too late. That's perfect. And then there's one more pixel. If it was a pixel later, it would be like partially covering up the right eye. Ah. And you would still be able to see the left eye. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go back and run through Eco Key a few times. I've been struggling with that lately. Darn it. There we go. Ooh, just made it. Oh, that was way too late. Oh, but I still got it! That had to have been like... Hey, Ellsrick, thank you for the good luck. I don't know if I've ever gotten it before that late. That's... Ah, I didn't make it. Hey, thank you for the good luck, Future Rush. There we go. Oop. So far, it's just me and Unos in the race. We're waiting to see if Crocus will join. Oh, there we go. Crocus, I think, just needs a little more time. Cheeseball will be restreaming it, so I will turn my mic off, because I think she's going to use my audio. So I'll turn my mic off, and I'll probably turn the game volume up a little bit. I've actually been practicing doing this whole palace with this grip. Since I use it for Eco Key, it's easy for me to just like switch to it, but I'm not ready to use my fingers on the A and B buttons in runs yet. But I think I need to learn to do that to up my game a little bit. Like, it's nice to be able to swipe your fingers from the A to B buttons to do some stuff, but when you need more precision between the timing of the A and B presses, kind of becomes necessary to use different fingers on them. Alright. Let's go back to state 33 and try to run through this part a few more times. That's too early. Nope, and then I didn't wait long enough. That's perfect. Got a 2-frame window to get that right. Oh, I thought I had it. Wait. Menu to fire. Uh-oh, they're walking. Oh, okay, I juked them. Ah, but the extra steps cost me there at the end. Gonna get to the cave. Alright, try again. Perfect. That's the second pixel I can get. Got it. That's the perfect pause buffer. Walk here. Ooh. Moving a little. Oh no! I walked past the cave. Alright, that's fine. We don't need to practice the cave. Go back and try the walk again. Oh, now we got the nice and easy back spawn. Uh-oh, I didn't kite him enough. It's supposed to be easy. Oop, that might be too late. Just gotta go. Nope. It was good. Ah, and I pressed it an extra time. What am I doing? Do an extra little hesitation there. That's way too early. Alright, at least I got to the road tile. Let's try to back it up. One more, there we go. Ah, I pressed down. I got an input ahead of myself. Alright, Crocus has joined us. Nice. Alright. Alright, it's actually snuck up on us. We're about to start, so... Let me see here. I am going to switch cartridges. I am going to put the C-clamp. Alright, I have a few more things to do to get ready. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic. Okay, let's unmute microphone. Where's the game volume at? Okay. So that was fun. Well, I was debating what to do. And I think I'm just gonna do it again. I'm set up for this game. I actually, while I was coming back from the bathroom, I grabbed the Metroid Famicom Disk System disc. Acquired from Crack the Whip. I haven't actually played the, Hey, welcome in, Light. Yeah, go again. I'm just gonna do another run. That was pretty good. I was on PB pace, even though I took parts of it really safe. And I was practicing, and the things that I was practicing, I failed at. So, let's just go ahead and try again. Just press the reset button. I don't want to go too late, but if I just do one more run, then it'll still be before 12:30 that I wrap up. Well, no, probably not. Timer didn't start. Let's try it again. It'll be shortly after 12:30 if I get this done in one attempt. Let me pull the microphone down here a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get shield first, like I did in the race. I have been skipping shield in my PB attempts. Oh, and now that I am back, thank you in person now, Crack the Whip, for the sub as well. Before I left for that break, thank you again, Computer, for the sub. Thank you for the GGs, Crack. Now let's go get the trophy. Not screw this up. The only one with 3 races in. Yeah, and I was even going to declare it a practice race for myself up until we moved up the start time till 10 p.m. and gave me a lot more time, so I wasn't rushing after work. I might do that, though, on Friday night. Light, which races are you planning to do this weekend? If one were to allegedly send me some free Famicom discs to test a new and improved rewrite rig, what game or games would you like? I think, allegedly, probably both Saturday and Sunday. Okay, cool. I can hold it down for the Friday night one again then. And I am planning to race on Saturday, so I'll probably jump into that one as well. But if the Friday night one has more than one person... Oh, jeez. Yeah, how's the new job? But yeah, Crack, I think that I would allegedly like Doki Doki Panic and Castlevania. But that's only allegedly. Those are FDS games that interest me. Whoops, okay, don't get hit. Cast shield, don't get hit. Alright, we survived. Just need to get used to sleeping earlier and waking up earlier. So I haven't slept much. Work is very relaxed at the moment, though. Yeah, I cannot get used to, cannot get used to that. Oh, those are two that Crack has already selected. I would just end up sleeping less if I had a job where I had to be up at 7 or 8 in the morning once again. Ah. Nope. Pixel short. There we go. Right now, I am on a Pacific Coast time schedule, even though I live in Eastern time zone. Yes, of course, Tom Petty says the waiting is the hardest part. And Light is on an East Coast schedule on West Coast. Yeah. So we're flipped. I'm guessing it's a remote job and their time zone is Eastern. On the one hand, yeah, and if you work your 9 to 5, then you're like late coverage, so yeah, can zombie out of bed of the PC, yeah. Crack the Whip is a central remoter on Eastern time for the past dozen years. Yes, everything is an hour early for you. In reality, you just end your workday early every day. Yeah. Your spear is not supposed to be that long. Cancel, where are you at? Oh, I see that. Alright, I'll just life up now. Yeah, once you get used to it, the early ending will feel a lot more rewarding. Yeah. Oh, and I had a drop on the Moblin once again. Well, that was nice that they off... Oh my goodness! Alright, well I got out of there. I'm just gonna immediately dive on a bot here. Just bot. If you... Bot, seriously, you don't... The one time you don't dive off the ledge right at Link. Really? And there you were. We're just gonna skip you this time. Ah. That's what I wanted to do. And then we would have got the life level right here. Jeez. Cancel. How did that bit juke me there? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. I skipped 2 enemies. Thank you for the bag. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Get the jar. Well, this has a much worse start than I had in that race. It started off better, but... Oh, jeez. Get out of there. Better get life ready just in case. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to despawn you. We don't need your points. That's fine, though. Ah! I jumped too late. Alright, well now I'll know. No DA for me. Yeah, I got an axe super early. But also, I kind of jumped too late there. Yeah, if I don't have jump, I try to jump over him that way by stabbing him once and then jumping over him. Why do I keep screwing that up? Well, I know why. I'm pressing buttons wrong. Hey, what's up, Raiju? Oh! One of your vendors' names is John Stamos. That's cool. A different John Stamos. Hey, thank you, Raiju. It was decent. I was happy with it. John Stamos, the famous drummer. Yep, former member of the Beach Boys, John Stamos. Oh, jeez. Have mercy. Yeah. He likely would not drop 50 subs in a live stream. Yeah, so the reason, oh my gosh, another accidental death. The reason Future Rush is mentioning this is that, I've been watching a live stream of a trial, and the streamer that I was watching that does, like, live commentary on, like, court cases and stuff, and she had, like, I think she had, like, 36,000 viewers while I, like, had it on today. Apparently, yesterday, John Stamos came in her chat. Oh, it was late. I am not a true crime addict. I am someone who watches lots of... I would say I kind of got sucked into this one. This is not something I would normally watch, and I am not watching it from a true crime angle. And, like, for the most part, like, I have to, like, because now I get all of these in my YouTube feed, and I have to skip past them. There's so many, like, law tubers, as they're called, that I just have to say, don't recommend channel. I don't want this to be my thing, YouTube. See, okay, so, like, you watched the Sarah Boone trial front to back. See, I didn't. I was not, like, but a lot of, like, I got a lot of, like, the Sarah Boone stuff in my feed, so I was, like, aware of what was going on with that. But, I wasn't, like, so interested in that. It is a very morbid thing that happened, but... Like, Sarah Boone is the type of thing where I was like, yeah, I'll watch, like, your 20-minute recap video on that, but please, YouTube, don't keep recommending this to me. See, and that's the thing, I got a lot of police interrogation videos fed to me on YouTube. And, like, I think there was, like, a channel JCS something or other. And that kind of came to me naturally. And I think the way I got hooked on the trial I'm watching now was actually, kind of, there was one YouTuber who did one video on the, on the Billy Mitchell lawsuit. And I watched her video on that. And she was kind of adjacent to two other channels I was watching. And one day, a podcast I listened to daily didn't start on time for some reason. And I went looking for something else to watch. And she was live streaming. And she actually no longer streams. She's not currently the streamer that I'm watching now. But I just, like, clicked on it, and all of a sudden, I got, like, absolutely fascinated by the trial. And this was, like, last year, and there was a mistrial, so the trial is happening again. Oh well. But yeah, there are a ton of, quote-unquote, law tubers now. Yes, Karen Reed. Yeah, exactly. Yes. So yesterday, she was streaming, and John Stamos, I guess, like, drops 50 gift subs in her YouTube stream. And she's like, now, chat, don't get too excited. This is very generous of whoever this person is, but it might not be the real John Stamos, but apparently, yeah, it was. The streamer I was watching with is Emily D. Baker. Oh, on YouTube it is memberships. Yeah, Crack's got it. Not again! Stop it! Wait, another one spawned it. Okay, he's there. Oh, are you kidding me now? It's all that bot's fault. Yeah, it is crazy, and I actually thought it was funny with the Boston accents that, well, I guess I'm gonna... Karen Reed, do I think it was her? I do not. Wait to kill the Dripper bot after the first Red IK. Yeah, you're right, I should have. But I also screwed up the way I intended to kill it. Alright, well thank you in advance for the bag. I need... Okay. That is not a bag. I should have cast life. I don't have an extra life. I might be grabbing the other jar in here. I do not think that it was her. I don't want to, like, opine on it too much, but let's just say that if I was a juror, I would feel like, and being given the evidence, I feel like if I was on the jury, being shown the evidence that the jury gets shown, I would feel like, what even happened? I still don't even know what happened. How do I convict? And like my opinion on it as an American, as someone who believes that our justice system in America is supposed to work a certain way, is that it would be my duty as a juror to say not guilty, even if I was like 99, even if I felt like 99 to 90% sure that she did it. As it is, someone who knows more than what the jurors are going to know, I am appalled that the case is even at trial. Like, they're trying to... I do believe that people believe that... Whoops. Don't screw this up. Yeah. And it's hard to, like, view, like, the online commentary on it. Like, Reddit is an absolute, like, cesspool of, like, people who truly believe that she did it, but it's like, their stance on it is, she did it. Just do not listen to anything that says she did not do it. Doubt is the enemy of convicting her. Just repeat to yourself, these are the only 3 pieces of evidence you need to know. Ignore everything else. It will only cause you to doubt, and it is not reasonable to doubt. Doubt is not reasonable. You cannot doubt. Just convict. And, like, that's the argument for convicting her. And it's... Like, and they just, like, lash out at anyone who says, well, I actually think she did it, but I'm only 90% sure, so I wouldn't be able to convict if I was on the jury. And, like, your doubt is not reasonable! And it's just, like, such a, like, you can't be anything less than 100% convinced, or you get just lashed at by the side that believes she's guilty. And then there are just some absolute harebrained conspiracy theories on the other side. Exactly, Future Rush. But then, like, if you go to, like, if you go to the subreddit that supports her, like, you will just see, like, a flood of constant, like, low information, harebrained conspiracy theories from people who have, like, been following it for, like, you know, a week. And they just come up with, like, some crazy stuff. And she has some really weird stans who make some really weird posts. But, like, the thing is, like, you know, if you follow the main... Whoops. Karen Reed trial sub on Reddit, and, like, there's 2 other subs as well. And, like, I've, like, kind of, like, peeked at how many comments are each sub getting per day, how many users are active, and when they do take polls, taking that into consideration. And I mostly lurk in these subs, but... Oh, whoops. But, like, I have figured out that it's about 10% believe she's guilty. 25% are almost certain, or are either almost certain she is not guilty, or believe in her outright innocence. And then you have, like, 65% in between who are like, this seems shady AF, and there is absolutely no way I would be able to convict her if I was on the jury, but I'm not, like, sure. And, like, that's where I'm at. Like, there's, like, a lingering doubt in my mind that she's innocent. It's like, I can't also say that I believe she's innocent because there's so much that we don't know and probably will never know. But I'm not, I wouldn't want to see someone convicted of a crime because it's like, there seems to be all of this evidence in favor of her innocence. But, like, someone shouldn't be convicted just because there's a lingering doubt in your mind that maybe she's getting one over on us. Maybe she really did do it. Like, it should be the other way around, that even if you're 90% sure that she did it, but there's a lingering doubt in your mind that she didn't do it, then she should be found not guilty. Like, that's how reasonable doubt should work. But, like, to me, it's so clearly the other way around, and people are asking to convict her on insufficient evidence. Yeah. It was only a matter of time before I would go off on this topic. Yeah, that is another factor, Crack, that the general cesspool of the internet leans towards hating women by default, and it also in this, and I think one of the reasons why this case has such a strong contingent of supporters as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, we gotta get him, Link! No, we're gonna die down here. What do I even have splits for? Oh, whoops. We drifted away from them. Alright. No extra lives. There we go. Don't die again. Yeah, and in the Karen Reed case, even if you believe... Even if you believe she is, she's not guilty or even innocent, like, there are so many people that hate the woman judge and also one of the witnesses against her. I'm like, multiple witnesses, but especially one woman in particular. It's like, there is a lot of vitriol for her online that I find uncalled for because, like, still, you don't really have... There's a lot of insinuations if Karen Reed didn't do it, who did do it? And people have very strong opinions on that, but you also don't have any proof of that either. Of course, a lot of that is because the investigation was done in a way that they'll never have proof anyone did it, but... Wait, yes, take it. Now I need to watch that bot. It was about to do something. Okay. Yeah. Crack and I need to do true crime commentary co-streams. Wait, why am I... Okay, yeah. I almost up an 8 there for some reason. That could work, Crack. Ooh, dear. Wait. Alright, this room. I almost really botched that room. I don't know why I felt it was so necessary that I top off my life there. Wait, nope, I over-menu. I forgot I menued the light. But... So what did Crack say back there? That there is a case... You consumed a lot of content about where most of the people blame the female victim, and it's really disgusting. And Futurist does not know if she regrets bringing up Stamos or not. I was not going to ever plan, really, to talk about this on stream, had you not. But it kind of came up naturally, so that's what happened. No, Crack says, what they hated her for did in no way, shape, or form justify her being unalived, even if she truly was the monster the cesspool thinks she was. Yeah. But that's the internet. Oh, I'm 2 minutes above average. That's not good. I don't split in this category anyway. Oh, you just thought it was funny. You saw that right after I told you about the YouTube thing. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, I didn't press up in time. That was dumb. And you didn't want to forget again. That's fair. The thing is, regarding that topic, is that I read a lot of comments. The case was about a family annihilator took out his wife and 2 little kids. And the internet hates her because she posted Facebook vids where she came off as kind of naggy. Yeah. Yeah, that is gross. Hey, Shaddy, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Thank you for the good luck. What is that doing? The fairy! There we go. Sots, thank you for getting the shout out for Shaddy. Okay, count is 2. Yes, Zelda 2, a fun game where nothing bad ever happens. And everything is perfect. Yeah, but like I'll scroll through the comments on like the Karen Reed subreddits to see what people are talking about, although I rarely jump in myself just because it's like once I start writing, I'm like, well, where did the time go? Because like I'll pick my words carefully and then I'm like, but then like so many people are just like, here's my thoughts, spitting them out. Yes, Shadi, that is the topic shortly before you joined. Oh, and that reminds me of the one thing I wanted to mention about Boston accents. Crack mentioned Boston accents. The streamer I've been watching at first was like, she was like, one of the witnesses was saying nefarious. With no R. And then the streamer was like, it's nefarious. It's pronounced nefarious. Okay, whatever. I'm over it. But then like gradually, without her thinking about it, she started using the word nefarious like it was a word of the week. And I don't even think she was thinking about it. She just did it. Nefarious kid. Yeah, I think that I have learned I cannot impersonate a Boston accent, so I probably shouldn't try. Ah, missed. I should have just gone for the, Wait, what am I waiting for? I can just go. Nope. I screwed everything up. That was my screw up. Alright, there's 5. No more kills. I'm blowing it. Nope. Turn off any old footage of former Mayor Menino. He's Boston and a mumbler. I don't want to pick up any of those habits. I don't know about... I guess this is the former mayor of Boston. I don't know anything about him. This is not you. Would leave you in the car park if you started talking like that. I should have at least tried. Car park. Ah. No. There we go. Can we get the next one? Oh, first try that time. Oh, no, go back! Whoops, wrong way. The man once pronounced Boston as Bofuston, and I can't get over it. How do you get Bofuston? Ooh dear, I made it. Bofa what now? Yeah, exactly. It's been over a decade and you can't forget. Maybe even 2 decades. Yeah, that is a long time ago. I'll need to look this up. Yeah, cancel. Ooh, is this a good one? That is the no-miss Karok pattern where you take a hit. And of course I would get it in this run where I'm 2 minutes behind. In fact, probably well over 2 minutes behind. How the heck do you fit an F into Boston? I don't know. Enigma Wave says, okay, I had to look this up. I can't understand 65% of what he's saying. Yeah. And Craig says, you've got the right guy. I'll have to look it up after this stream. Ow. That's fine. I menued. I didn't need to requeue Fairy. Why did I do that? Wait, there we go. Alright, got the boots. This is 100% no major glitches. It is not an all keys run. So we are allowed the fairy through doors, and I am allowed to do the Link Feet Fairy Feet glitch. We're allowed to up A after grabbing items. That's my last up A until possibly Great Palace. Depends on how VOD goes and whether I have any extra lives. Yeah, like Sheepdog says, welcome in, Sheepdog. Good morning. Not many glitches. Thank you for good luck. What, Future Rush? Why did I screw that up again? This run is about as fast as you play Super Castlevania 4. Would you like us to do another stream where we race? I play Zelda 2 100% no major glitches and you play Super Castlevania 4. We can do that. That's what you're thinking. We can do that. Ah! We can definitely do that. And we can try the shared chat thing. Yeah, that would be fun. Ow! I don't know what hit me. Yeah, the shared hype train thing. Future Rush told me about that email. I got the email, but I didn't read it. Future Rush was reading it to me, though, basically, and then I got it, like, an hour later. I was either in the second wave, or my phone decided not to show it to me until later. And I kept the notification up, because I was gonna look at it, but then... Oh, I just lagged the game because I'm dumb. Yeah, well, I think I did a New Game Plus run. I can't remember exactly what I did when we did that before. Yeah, I think I did a New Game Plus all keys run. So I did something that wasn't like a real category on the board, just something that I thought was going to approximate the time it would take you to finish. I could have done a better job taking some damage here. Whoops, I was too close. Wait. I didn't cue fairy. I'm never better on the second run. We did a race earlier tonight. And I decided, I thought about starting Metroid. Never did Metroid before. Never played Metroid. Thought about starting my first time playthrough of Metroid, but then I just decided to do another run. Oh, I'm a point short. I should have noticed that and killed this red IK earlier. Actually, better review your last stream of SCV4 and see the link. I was gonna say, I think you've been beating it in like 45, 50 minutes lately. Which is still fine. Oh, not that fast. Okay, I'm wrong. Alright, get our levels here. Yeah, I often think I have my best results when I reset for 30 minutes to an hour or so and get warmed up and then get the run. Whenever I am on a second run, I start to drift mentally from the game. At least for these long runs like this. If I was running something that was like 10-15 minutes, maybe not so much. My Dream World Pogi PB came... No Attack 9. Yes, Attack 9 is still bad. You still have the same opportunities to take it. If I would have taken Attack 9 right there, that would have been even worse than in all keys. If you take it after Palace 6, it's just as bad as all keys. Oh, I was early again. Nope, I walked back on the screen. Actually, that's probably fine. Yeah, that was fine. Walking back on the screen, oh, but I took an extra step to dodge them there. I might get, okay. Let's say I might get snagged right at the end because of that extra step. Look at these Tektites juking my fireballs. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. Sheepdog says, no, was there a race while I was in Dreamland? Yes, there was. Me, Eunice, and Crocus raced. Bundor, thank you for the good luck. Welcome in. So the three of us race. Cheeseball restreamed it. So if you want to see it, that was on Cheeseball's channel. Future says, an hour 8, but I pause briefly to type in chat now and then. That should be good then. Enigma Wave, thank you for the uncomfortably tall door. Whoops, wrong one. Who even needs a door that tall? I know, right? Whoops, that's fine. Yes, some people have compared it to such. If you were watching Cheeseball's stream, you would have heard her and J-Dubs make such a comparison. Ow. Future Rush went in there right at that time. Darn it. Need a large door because Key Monster is so high. I screwed up. I'm so bad. There's no point in any of the rest of these splits, so let's just skip to the end. I doubt I can even get sub 70 now at this point. No, we get the cross. It's still 100%. Thank you, sheepdog. Up. This is like the third time in a row I screwed that up. This is like the second time today I've screwed up this guy. Get him! Get him, Link. Alright, Riku Fairy. There, we got the cross. Oh, whoops. Let's try in between. Okay, I screwed it up. It's mad. We need to spend more time in this room. I screwed up the RNG refresh. Yeah, except it's an always soldier now. Because I screwed up. And then I just did that. Now let's try this again. Alright, just stop screwing up. That's the thing, I think that if you... I think it may be that once you screw it up like that, that you get the always jar RNG on the like you get that frame that you're supposed to have the always jar. It switches and it becomes the always IK. So when I missed the first time, I curse myself. It's a theory. It might be wrong. What did J-Dub say his record was? 18 times in a row? Getting an IK at the always jar? Cancel. 13, okay. I thought it was even more than that. Might also be one of those tails that keeps getting larger with time. Whoops. The Von drop was a bag. Usually... Mystical Ninja was 42 minutes, also with occasional pauses. Type in chat. Ah, again! Sure. Exactly, sheepdog. Von drop was a bag. Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot of cutscenes in that game. I missed a hit again. It's nice when the game gives you built-in time to type like that. There we go, made the jump that time. Do not soft lock at the door. Cancel, okay. That is how you fight Barba without major glitches. That's also how you can fight Barba, you know, anytime. Well, let's have a better VOD than I did. I could have had a race PB for the second race in a row if I had a better VOD. I was on pace by like 25 seconds heading into P6. Oh no, not in the graveyard. That wasn't supposed to happen. Let me out. No, it will not be glitch free. Whoops. Okay, let's go. Got it. Oh, that's fine. You boosted me up. Oh. Jerk. Closing your eye. Thank you, Max. Oh, I botched that, but we got some points there. Whoops. Come on, get him. Am I doing that again? Bouncing over him? Why did I menu there again? I did that in the race too. Alright, I can still get sub 70. Barely, probably, but I can. Wasn't that pretty good VOD? I mean, it was good enough. If I would have had that VOD in my... that probably was still not as good. I've done better. I've done better, but if I would have done that in the race, I would have PB'd. Thing is, I should have fairy feeded that last screen. Ooh, okay, I did not like what you were doing, but at least you didn't beat me up as bad as you did in the race earlier. GP went bad in the race as well. If I would have had a good GP, I would have PB'd. Perhaps got my first 77. Well, I guess I jumped a little too early to... If he would have behaved like that, would have PB'd. If he just would have done that instead of what he did, which was a ton of nonsense. Well, it started good, and then I did that. Get out of here. Alright, and I have enough to cast Fairy again if I can get to the end without screwing stuff up. And just cast Fairy over the last chicken. Jerk! Oh well. Thank you, behaving. And the thing is, I don't have splits. My only splits are Palace 6 and the end. Those are the only splits that I ever split in this category. So I don't really know, how good any other split that I get is compared to my PB. But it looks like I must have a lot of time to save in both VOD and GP, because I was like 2.5 minutes behind heading into Palace 6. which I also split. Which I also skipped in this run. Yeah, I will do them manually whenever I get around to submitting my runs, but another thing, I apparently don't bother to submit runs anymore. Ow. Why did I do that? Another thing that happened during the race is that Cheeseball and J-Dubs were discussing whether or not I was on PB pace, and they looked at SRC to see what my time was, and that is out of date by like a minute and a half. Really? Come back. There we go. Thank you for Trungles, Enigma Wave. Crack Whip, thank you for the thanks a million. Thank you for the GG, Sheepdog. Sots, thank you for the GG. Thank you for the Trungle Sheepdog. Raiju, thank you for the GG. Or as I saw someone refer to it on Reddit last night, and apparently it's a Wind Waker reference, and I don't know that game, so I don't know how, but someone was calling the Triforce the Triumph Forks. And they said it was a Wind Waker reference. I just thought it was like a cute thing from when they were kids. Like, you know, one of the kids misheard it as Triumph Forks. Dolphin waving its tail. Alright. But I have been on for a long time now. This is actually maybe one of my longest streams in a long time. Oh yeah, and the Wind Waker, enough time has passed that no one really remembers the Triforce. Okay, so does someone call it the Triumph Forks in the game? Is that actually from the game? Someone's trying to think of that old story they heard. So those who kind of have an idea of it get the name wrong. I see. Let me see what the people of Twitch are doing right now. Another Nintendo typo. We got choices here. I am going to raid AK Potatoes. He is playing Battle Kid, a homebrew NES game, which has some good jams. That should be a good place to go. Thank you everyone who hung out. Thank you for the raids, quests, Shaddy. Thank you for the subs, Computer, Crack the Whip. Thank you for the hype train. Hype train thing happened. Watch out for, I guess, Future Rush and I to do a co-stream. And we'll do a collaboration race. Thanks everyone who hung out. Thank you for restreaming the race earlier tonight, Cheeseball. And yeah, I think I'm gonna grab something to eat real quick and go to bed. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you around.